What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's a beautiful Saturday. No. I'm joking. It's not actually beautiful in Ireland. It's actually not well. I don't know how you're doing, Carl. In America, we have a lot of storms here, a lot of snow in other places. So it's cold, windy, and wet outside. So it's not that beautiful. I hope it's not like that in England because it means some of the matches will start getting cancelled. So how do you feel today, Carl? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Patrick. Good morning to everyone. It's bright and early here on the east coast of the US. It's sunny, a little windy, but it's like -4 degrees centigrade.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
look, somebody from the blast from the past. One of my first subscribers, YSK. How you doing, YSK? I haven't seen you in a long time, man. Maybe it's because I do a lot of streams at 10 p.m. UK time with Carl, who's my co-host all the time. We host together. So, Carl, maybe it's because I started doing late shows. I think some of the first subscribers can't see it anymore because YSK used to be there all the time with
Yeah.
Adam. It was always him and Adam. Adam is the one from our
Oh,
WhatsApp
we
group.
can do early shows. We can figure out a way to do early shows if you want
Yeah,
to.
we'll find a way. Maybe the shows are better. Sometimes maybe during the games when they're 5 o'clock. But the thing is, right now it's about 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock in America, is it?
Yeah, it's 7:46 a.m. in the morning. So
Okay.
yeah, and that's for me during the day. That's when I'm running around with the kids, dropping them off here and there, getting them ready for breakfast. So it's not too convenient. But
Oh,
before I start work, there's a window I have in the morning, about half an hour, 45 minutes window I have in the morning where we can do a show.
yeah. He says the shows I'm doing in his place is 3 a.m. That's why.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I was like, why is K used to be here a lot? What happened? Oh, so that was it. So look, Carl, we're gonna preview the match. I know we did the Premier League match preview yesterday for all the previews. That's an amazing show, guys. Go to Pitch Points. You'll be able to see the Premier League and Premier League preview and UCL review on
yeah,
Carl's channel. You can also find it on my channel as me and Carl always work together. So, guys, look. We're going to play Spurs today. As you can see, we're sitting at first, Carl, with 25 games, with
yeah,
63 points, with a very nice gap. And Spurs, who we're going to play today, are eighth, and they've got 22 games left. So we've got 3 games over Spurs, and Spurs have got 3 games in hand, and they've got 36 points. Such a gap, Carl. Such a gap
yeah,
between
yeah,
Spurs and us. We are like, that's, oh my God. I didn't see that. Oh my God. The gap between eighth and
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. It's
Wow.
it's it's a it's a big gap, bro. It's a massive gap, and long may it continue. May they remain eighth. May they remain eighth
may,
today. You know. Um,
may they long continue holding corn at eighth.
you know. Um, I think a lot of City fans hate United, right, because of
Mhm.
obvious rivalry between the two clubs.
Yeah.
And I feel like the club that they hate, probably equal to Liverpool, is probably Spurs, because
Oh, I despise them. You have no idea. I despise
you
them.
know
They
because
they yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
because while we can respect Liverpool as a rival because they win stuff, right, and they're really good.
Yeah.
Chelsea win things. They win Champions Leagues. They win Premier Leagues.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
that. Spurs don't win anything, and they have big mouth too, right? Especially
Yeah.
you know. So you're like, okay, what noise are you making when you don't win stuff? You haven't won a Premier League, you haven't won an FA Cup in maybe 30, 40 years. Last
Yeah.
cup you won was 30 something years ago in the EFL Cup. What are you talking about? You're not in the room, go away. So it is, it's a weird relationship.
Yeah, we hate them because of one thing, Carl. They play shit always, right? They play shit and then they come to us and try to put on a decent game. Do you get it? And look, before I was saying, oh, it's us. No, it's these I was about to say these fools. That's how much I hate them. It's these guys. They seem to just want to come and show up against Man City, then you see them playing in other games like this. You know, Carl, every team has got such teams who do this. Like
Yeah.
Spurs seem like that dream is let's do one over Man City and we have a good season.
Well,
And
well,
you're right, they have big
here,
mouths. Do you know what they do? Sorry for cutting you. Do you know what they do?
mm,
I know that they haven't beaten us at the Etihad. I know you've told me that, which is great. I saw that. But what they do is that you're right about the big mouth thing. They come out speaking as if there's we beat Man City trophy, which they feel is the best. Go ahead, Carl.
no, you're right. I think it's funny because the first game of the season when we played them, that performance ruined my whole vacation. I was on vacation that day. I was with my wife on
And our
vacation.
team was not that fit, by the way, and it
I
wasn't
mean, it
a
just ruined
full
my
team,
vacation because
Yeah.
it's like, what are you doing? But this is how they play. I mean, that's how they are. I mean, as I mentioned to you, under Guardiola, we haven't lost to them at home.
Yeah, we haven't, which is amazing. But we also spanked them at Wembley. Remember away in that
Yeah,
nasty pitch that
yeah,
was after the NFL or something. So
yeah.
Carl, let me just read the comments and welcome a few people. YSK,
Sure.
welcome. Yeah, your stream time is practically 3 a.m. for me. Sorry, YSK. Me and Carl are gonna try our best to do videos early. It's mostly because of me. I work a lot. And even Carl sometimes is busy. David, welcome to the show. Today, do you reckon we may struggle? This seems to be our bogey team. As Carl says, it's mostly our bogey team when we go to the Tottenham Stadium. But when
Yeah,
they come to the Etihad, it's actually more difficult for them. But Dave, look,
yeah.
we can't take them for granted because people like Son and Kane can end up just showing up. They can take a half chance.
Uh,
So YSK here. Go ahead, Carl.
Patrick, to that guy's point, so there's this thing called recency bias, which is
Yeah,
what's clouding a lot of fans' minds. They
yeah,
look at their away games, and that's what sticks in their minds. They never
yeah.
look at the home games and say, okay, what happened at home? And the reality is that at home, we haven't lost to them in 6 years. 6 years. In fact, when we look at Liverpool, for example, Liverpool have not beaten Guardiola in the Premier League since it's been in the Premier League. It hasn't. Liverpool have never won a game against Guardiola at the Etihad in the Premier League since he got here. So we always have this thing in our minds, but we always pick the negative as opposed to looking at the data and the facts and saying, actually, the facts don't tell me that. The facts tell me something else.
Look. We actually, Carl, I know as you're saying this, maybe instead of us just trying to sell it to the fans, right? I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to
Okay.
scroll down and so we can see. So this is it over here. So these are the meetings between Spurs and Man City. So go ahead. This is what as you are making your
Yeah, yeah.
point.
Again, I wish you could even do more. Can you do more games, or is it possible?
Nah, it seems like
Okay.
it's this
So
is it.
so
Yeah,
at home, let's look at home. At home, scroll down
yeah,
again. 2-2
yeah,
at home.
yeah. Two
We
two.
lost
Yeah,
we lost away 2-0. We lost
yeah,
away 2-0. We won
yeah,
at home 3-0, and then
yeah,
we lost away 1-0.
yeah.
Right? So at home, out of 3 games, we only dropped 2 points.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
it's
it's
like
not as dark as most of us Man
no,
City
no,
fans think it is.
no,
So
it's not.
guys, look, I'm just going to keep up with your comments, and Carl, you can start preparing the Spurs lineup, how they line up, so we can discuss how they're gonna go. They're gonna go against
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
So let's just welcome Adam. Adam, what's up? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool, Adam. Adam, Carl is going to be getting the Spurs lineup ready so we can discuss on how they attack and how they're supposedly going to play this game. Then I'll be reading some of the comments. So there's a comment YSK here. Is any stats on Kante versus Pep from the
Yeah,
past?
yeah, yeah. So with Conte,
Yeah,
we
we'll get
played.
you that. We'll get you that YSK. Do you
Yeah,
wanna hook him
I,
up? Hook him up, Carl.
okay. I can tell you that they've played each other 4 times in
Yeah,
the Premier League. When it was at Chelsea, we won one massive game. The one we won at Stamford Bridge, the 1-0, and then
yeah.
he has won 2, I believe. One at the Etihad and one at Stamford Bridge as well, I believe. Actually, we've won 2. He's won 2. We've won 2. So Pep has won 2 and Conte has won 2. That's the result. 3-1 for him once, 2-1 for him once, and then 1-0 for us, 1-0 for us. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2-2 on or both of them head to head between Pep and Conte.
Yeah. So each one has won 2. They played 4 games. Pep has won 2 and Conte has won 2. But that was with
Okay.
Chelsea. It wasn't with Tottenham, for example.
Okay, so YSK, they are the stats you're looking for. Pep has won 2, as Carl says, and Conte has won 2. So it's sort of a balanced thing. Pep has always, obviously, I've stopped believing him sometimes in those press because he's saying things that are ridiculous. He said Conte is one of the best. I know he is, but he said
He is
his
though.
teams are always difficult to play. His teams are always spectacular. But he's gone to this. Pep has gone to this mode where he's pressing everything. Even Sporting, he called them one of the most difficult to play with. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
see.
but see, but I know that Pep sometimes is he can be hyperbolic if you would, right? But the reality is, if you look at Sporting,
Yeah.
they're not a bad side. They they
Yes,
they they, they
Sporting
got
were not
scraps.
bad. They had the best defense in Portugal, didn't they, Adam?
So that raises the question, Adam: is it Sporting being bad, or City just good on the day?
Yeah, I think it was. Adam, do you want to mute the TV there?
What did you say?
I love
Yeah, you have
David's
to mute.
comment.
You have to mute the TV because of the
Wait,
copyright
one second.
stuff.
I can't hear you properly.
I love David's comment. But David, I hear you, bro. Listen, I just speak the facts. Just it's just a fact, right?
Yeah, David says I love when he does the Liverpool start at the ATM. Yeah, Dave. Carl is a man of stats, and facts and evidence. So Carl, I'm gonna read a few of these. Have you got the other stuff? A good job that the snow isn't too bad in Manchester. The game could have been called off. Charlie, welcome to the chat, Charlie. As always, a pleasure to always have you, Charlie. He says the snow is not as bad in Manchester, Carl. So the game might actually go. It's not like us here. Yes, 1-2, lost 2. Sorry, I put drawn by mistake. Okay,
Sure,
Charlie.
Charlie, no
Yeah,
worries.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, and here we have YSK. It's Adam. I remember him. Yeah, Adam has been here at YSK since the first time both of you started watching the channel. So you are the day one subscribers. So one last thing. A good job that the snow isn't bad. Yeah, we read that one already. Okay, thank you very much, Charlie, man. Thank you very much. It's good to have somebody on the ground. At least we know that the game might go on. So we've seen the head-to-head, Carl, and
Yeah,
the head-to-head we've
yeah,
seen. Yeah, Adam is back. So, do you want to share
yeah. Let
the
me share.
other one, the other screen, so that we can be able to see it?
Yeah, so guys, what we're going to share with you now is what we think Spurs is going to do. Let me know where you can see my screen very quickly. You can see my screen. Let me know where you see it.
Yeah, yeah. I have your screen ready here. So,
Okay,
guys,
fantastic.
as you can see here, Kao has shared with us the setup that Spurs have been playing so far. Conte usually plays straight at the back. So you take over, Carl, because you're very good with this
Yeah, yeah.
formation.
So the software that I use, I'm not endorsing it, but I really like it. SofaScore, they're really good. It can give
Mm,
you all kind of analysis, player analysis. Everything is
mm,
clickable. Click on the person, it gives you information, shows you the heat map. But they also have this thing they call possible lineups, right? They're
yeah,
saying that, okay, based on history, what are the possible lineups that this guy's going to play? They
yeah,
think he's going to play a 3-5-2, which is what he did at Inter, right?
yeah,
He used to play a 3-5-2, where basically he has a back three, a middle five, wing backs, Royale, Sessegnon, or the other kid, then a
yeah,
front two of Kane and Son. And what would normally happen is that one of these would be one who's going to hold the ball up and one runs behind.
yeah,
So they said they're going to have Romero, Dyer, and Davis as the back three. Emerson Royal, wing back. Sessegnon, left wing back. And then a middle three of Bentancur, Winks, and Hoiberg. And what they're thinking is going to happen here, the reason they have the three here is because they want to match our midfield three. So they want to play these three against Rodri, Bernardo, and Devin De Bruyne in the middle of the park here. Right? And they have Kane and Son up front. The problem with this system
yeah,
is that if they play these three against our midfield three,
yeah,
when Cancelo steps in, it becomes a 4 versus 3.
yeah,
But you still have the insurance of 3 defenders versus Kane and Son. So you're going
yeah.
to so you're going to basically have more players versus 3 versus 2, 4 versus
Mm.
3, and then our false 9 system would basically stretch these guys, push them all the way back.
Yeah, what is the whole aim of this formation? What does it look to do? Like where does it look to attack? Where is it dangerous? Is it dangerous on counters, transition, or what is the whole aim of this formation?
The
This
aim of
Conte
this system,
formation.
the aim of this aim of this has 2 aims. Number one is that when they're out of possession, right, these 2 guys, right, will
Hmm.
drop back here, right?
Yeah.
To form a back five, right?
Yeah.
And when they get the ball in possession, they want to transition very quickly to one of these two guys over here. So let's say we lose the ball over here. One of these three guys will transition very quickly to here, 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 or here to go score a goal.
Okay.
Right.
So how do we break through this sort of formation?
The key thing for us in this wisdom is not to lose the ball, not to make mistakes.
Okay.
Right? Because what will happen is what's going to happen is if we don't lose the ball and we keep possession of the ball, these guys here come back here, right? These three here move all the way back, and these two get pushed back. So all of a sudden, you have a back eight, right, with two guys up front versus our whole team. We're basically playing half the field. Now, the further up we are up the field, more chances that we can score using Raheem on the left or using Mahrez on the right, and then a false nine right here, right?
Which
The
is
issue that
isn't it?
if we lose the ball in the middle of the park, Patrick, right?
Yeah.
They can counter us and transition us, which means that Diaz or Laporte or Stones have to be really switched on, or Walker have to be switched on, and Edison as well.
Okay. Charlie says, let's hope they don't pack the bus. They'll definitely pack the bus. They'll pack the bus.
Yeah.
What do you think, Adam? What do you think to what Charlie's saying, Adam?
Just one more thing, right? If you think about the game that's similar to this, right? Think about the Chelsea game at Stamford Bridge. They also they also played
same formation.
Yes, same formation. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge played the same formation, the 3-5-2, and they hardly saw the ball.
Yeah.
Because we were really good at keeping possession and winning the ball back.
So basically, as Pep says, keep the ball in the fridge.
Correct.
And you know what the problem, Carl? You know what also the problem is with the 3-5-2 is the problem is that if the risk that you're playing with when you play in a 3-5-2, you play a high line, and the risk with a high line is that you leave spaces behind, and that could be an advantage for say like a Riyad Mahrez or Sterling when Tottenham are playing that high line, trying to play that high line, because you risk giving that space to Sterling, who is blessed with pace, and Riyad Mahrez. Then you risk, in some sense, you're playing a big gamble by playing that formation.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play a high line because he knows he's going to get killed. I think he's going to play a low
so
block.
that's going to drop back, as Charlie's saying. I hope they don't pack the bus. They will pack the bus. That's what Tottenham all the time pack the bus and hope to catch us on the counter. Every time we play them, I've never seen once Tottenham players like open game. Tottenham never plays an open game with City. They drop back. They try to have Son and Kane blocking what's his name, Rodri, so that he doesn't get the ball from the back. I think you saw in the first game against Nuno. Even Kane said it. We're trying our best to make sure that Rodri doesn't get the ball. So one of us was dropping next to him. Well, if one of us succeeds to get the ball, they give it to Son, or Son gives it to Ken. Okay, so guys, as our expert has explained on the formation of Spurs, don't laugh, Carl. You've done a very amazing job, isn't it, Adam? You did a very amazing job. You explained. Not many are well knowledge to explain. So we're gonna share now the. Thank you for that. We're gonna share now the Man City. Carl, I'll just have to go to the lineup so we can just choose the lineup one instead.
Yeah.
Is that fine? So today, Carl and Adam, this is all yours. I will not say anything. I will not put an input on any lineup. This is all yours, Carl and Adam. This is your lineup. And guys, in the comments, get involved. I see there's few of you are watching. Smash the like button. Subscribe to Pitch Points. Subscribe to True City Fan channel. Subscribe, follow Adam on Twitter, because he does amazing spaces, Man City spaces every day around 6 to 7 o'clock. So guys, let's get involved together, as all of us are City fans. Get involved with this. Share. If the guys on the panel put somebody else you're not happy with, please tell us who you'd rather and give us an explanation of who. Charlie is very fast, Carl. He's already thrown one.
He's basically done the same lineup that we did yesterday.
We can walk through it.
Yeah. So guys, make sure that you put a player and you tell us and explain. Because I will be asking. Is it? Oh.
I saw it.
Oh, I'm gonna hold on. Anyway. Okay, so when you guys
you're not gonna be the only one. I said Newcastle to win.
Yeah, we all did, because after we saw the head-to-head, I think it was Carl who went to the limb and said that, you know what, I'm going to West Ham. Okay, so guys, when you put a player, all I'll ask is why are you putting that player? Then you
Sure,
explain, because
sure,
as we're playing Spurs,
sure,
we have to know that we're playing this system. Why is this
sure,
player important in such a
sure.
system?
Yeah,
Okay, so Carl, it's up to you and
yeah.
Adam. You guys discuss which part you want to take, the middle, the top, or you want to do it together. It's up to you
We
guys.
can do it together, Adam. We can just So let's start with. Do you agree that Edison's going to be in goal, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah, let's
agree.
agree,
Okay.
Charlie. Charlie, we agree with you. Edison is going to be in goal. Let's see
Yeah.
what YSK is saying.
Let's
He's
yeah.
saying that's his back five. That's his back four.
And,
Okay,
and
so
and
Edison is going to
and
be in
Patrick, what
goal.
I'll do is when we do the formation for the defense, I'll talk about how the defense can overcome Spurs' 3-5-2. I'll do that. Okay.
Okay, grand. Okay. So who's going to be right back? Stones again,
No, I don't think Stones is going to do right back.
especially with the pace of Son, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it has to be Walker, right, Adam? I mean, it
Yeah,
has to be higher.
Okay, so what's your centre back pairing?
This one is hard,
yeah,
man.
and the four.
Isn't Laporte? So, I mean, doesn't he make mistakes against Tottenham? He always does, right?
He Laporte has had bad games against Tottenham. Guys in the comments, I'm pretty sure you're everybody in the comments,
But
everybody
Patrick,
watching, you can
he
remember
had
he
one good
made.
game. Remember the EFL Cup final? He actually scored a goal.
Yes, he did. Yeah, but don't forget the Champions League.
He was young then. He was
Don't forget that game at the one where he got dragged out. I think it was the one they scored with Nuno, isn't it? It was him who got dragged out. No, it wasn't him.
it,
But
it
one
was
one game, I think he played with Diaz as centre back last
yeah,
season, and he
yeah,
got dragged out because I think there was rumors that he was told not to go. Remember when Pep said sometimes it's good to listen to your partner? I think it was something about Diaz telling him that don't go. But he followed Kane and Son running behind. Kane took the ball and hit the Son and just a goal. So he's
yeah.
made few mistakes in the Champions League, and he's made few mistakes when we play Spurs. Okay, so what? Okay, so uh, the YSK says Diaz, Laporte, Walker, Cancelo. So do you agree with that, or you think he's gonna go for Stones, looking at the
I think it's
past?
going to be those four, and
Yeah,
I'll tell you why I think it's going to be Laporte instead of Stones. I
Yeah,
think against a back five or 3-5-2, you need the
and the
ability.
strong header like Kane.
Yeah, you need the ability to be able to switch the ball from left to right. So if you look at Pep sometimes on the sideline, he'll always use his hand to say, move the ball, move the ball. I think because of Laporte on his left foot, is able to switch the ball from left to right very quickly. And it's natural. It's not forced like Diaz or it's not forced like Stones. What Stones gives us as opposed to Walker, Stones can carry the ball forward and become the extra man better than
Yeah, he
Walker.
carry the
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Even as a defender, he carries the ball through the middle
Yeah,
very
he
well and
carries the
can see
ball
the
as the
pass.
extra.
Yeah,
Remember, the game is all about the extra man, right? When
yeah,
you're in possession, who's the extra and who's free, right? Because
yeah.
somebody's always going to be free. Stones can carry the ball into the midfield like nobody else can in the defense. The issue with Stones is because he's playing against Son, we need that counter-attacking risk mitigant, which Walker gives us, which is why we're having
Yeah,
Walker
Grant.
there. Mm.
Okay, so okay, Grant. So that makes sense. So that's the back four guys.
Yeah. So if you look at
Also
the back
YSK
four,
agreed
Patrick.
with that. Yeah, yeah,
Look at the back for Patrick. When we look at what Tottenham going to do with 3-5-2, it's going to be Kane and Son, right? So
yeah,
two. So if Cancelo goes into the midfield, remember I talked about that? All of a
yeah.
sudden, you have three centre backs, Laporte, Diaz, and Walker against two of Kane and Son. And then even though Tottenham have three in the midfield, thank you very much. Remember Tottenham going to have three in the midfield? Now we have
Yeah,
four. See that? So we have a
yeah.
4 versus 3 in the midfield. And then the front three are going to basically press the wing backs back. So you're gonna have an
Okay.
overload in the middle of the park, an overload at the back, and then let the front three do their magic to move forward. That essentially is kind of how we generally play.
Okay, Grant. So who's going to be the DM? Let me not even waste time. Who's going to be the DM though? Because we all know.
Fernandinho. I'm joking. Rodri.
Lavia,
uh,
Lavia.
no, let's not get excited. It's not his time yet. We have agreed that now. But I think next season we'll see more of that boy. So this is the difficult part. I know Carl, you always want to jump, so I'm gonna let you jump to the top first because you say the middle decides itself.
Yeah, I mean, our hands are almost forced because we have Grealish injured. We don't know, and then Jesus is injured, right? And then Palmer's also
Yeah.
injured. So for this kind of game, I think it picks itself. I think the front three will be Sterling, Foden, and Mahrez. I think that's what we're going to have as a front three.
Foden. So you're saying Foden as the first nine?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Foden as the false nine.
Imagine if he did what he did last time, where
Oh, you
he
see
just
that goal?
showed up. Do you remember he just showed up with we were playing Spurs. Remember, guys, Adam and Carl, we were playing Spurs
Yeah.
after Spurs beat us in the Champions League. Pep just
Yeah,
showed up with Foden from nowhere,
1-0.
starting with Aguero in the front.
Yeah, 1-0.
I hope he does that with the lab. Anyway, so so the middle for me, as I told you that when I watched the game, I saw that De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, I think, were benched. That's when I was watching the game. Maybe and De Bruyne is in such good form, but I know Gundogan knows how to destroy Spurs. But he finished the game at Sporting in Portugal. I think he's become a sort of off the bench player. So, what do you think, though, about the midfield, Adam?
I think it's going to be the three of Rodri and Bernardo Silva and KDB and Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, do you agree with that? People in the comments and yourself also, Carl.
I agree with Adam.
Okay,
I
great.
agree. There's one more thing I want to talk about very quickly. I just thought about it now, right?
Yeah, go
Is
ahead.
the false nine system. Think about the false nine system. If you notice very quickly, when Foden is a false nine, right, he doesn't really stay in that number 9 position, right? He's always kind of floating left, right, and central,
Yeah, I notice he keeps
right?
dropping in and dragging the
So,
defender.
so when we talk about the extra man,
Yeah,
because of that false nine system, the center backs for Spurs or any team that's playing the back three are always staying in their position. They don't move,
yeah.
which means
So
that
Foden drops here most
correct.
times.
Now put Foden back there. Put Foden, move him down to the
Yeah,
midfield, right? Then move Cancelo up to the midfield too. So now you have what? How many players do you have there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have a
Yeah,
five that will destroy the midfield three, and then you have the wing backs, the strikers left and right, Sterling and Mahrez to bring back the wing backs. So you have an overload in the against the attack. You have an overload against the
and the
midfield.
famous box and triangle of yours is
Right.
made.
And then don't forget that in between Sterling and Mahrez are those three central defenders that Tottenham are going to have. They are static. They won't move because they don't know who to mark. So they're
Yeah,
marking space. So
yeah,
they're rendered useless. But because you have
yeah,
the five in the middle, you can basically dominate the ball there because you have the overload there.
yeah,
Unless Spurs commit another player to move into the box, move into the midfield. Then reaching that Foden now runs in behind and scores a goal as the false nine.
yeah.
Are you following me?
Yeah, I am with you. Yeah,
Right. So it's a very I mean I tweeted yesterday that the false nine system is very very hard to understand.
On
It,
that, do you think Gundogan will start in the false nine position?
I don't think so. I don't think so. And the thing about it is, all these five guys here, right, have license to be. In fact, they have license to rotate in and out of that false nine position. Sterling, Mahrez, Foden, Bernardo, De Bruyne, even Cancelo. We've seen Rodri play that false nine position many times, right? Right where he drops in. They all have license to drop in.
I even think I remember you saying to me once that Kyle Walker played in that position as well.
He did. He was a Liverpool game at Anfield.
yeah. He
But
kept on
his own
dragging. He kept on dragging the defender in.
right, his own role was to keep running from the right back straight to that position when it was open, because he was the extra man. He was the extra man, and he had a recovery pace to get back. It's. I mean, we won't really enjoy Guardiola's inventions until he's gone. I think when he's gone, there will be books written about him. There will be articles written about him in the system that he's played for 2 seasons. It's something we're just watching the game, we're enjoying it, but we're not really looking at the positional play system that he's brought to the Premier League.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, guys, we've hit the 30-minute mark. It was supposed to be a short video, but every time we're talking about football, it's amazing. You want to continue. So, guys, as always, where can they find you on Twitter?
I put it on the comment section at Manchester Blues, not E19. So if they wish to, feel free to add me. And I'm probably gonna do one. Yeah, I will do one after the game later on today.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a space hosted by yours truly, Adam. and you can just follow him and he'll follow you back because Adam always does that. What about yourself, Carl? As always, I know you're always on this channel, but where else can they find you?
Yeah, I'm at Pitch Point. I'm at Gundalorian on Twitter. You find me there. Then of course at Pitch Point on YouTube.
Yeah, or you can also find him on the True City Fan channel. So
Exactly.
we're always here together. You can also find me on Pitch Points, and you also find me on Adam's space
Space,
majority of
yeah.
the time if I'm not working. So thank you guys, thank you YSK, Charlie, everybody. Thank you, Charlie, for that. Thank you, man. For all those guys, the new people watching this video, please subscribe to Pitch Point, subscribe to True City Fan, and also follow our homeboy Adam who does spaces. Till next